What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again from server 1 representing IC, and guys, we're going to be doing a little bit of theory crafting and predicting who is going to drop with Minato. Now, we know there are going to be 4 possibilities. This has been talked about, and I want to go through each one of them and try to predict which one is most likely. So as you can see here, we got a couple shadows. You guys can see obviously who they are. So we're going to go one at a time. Because right now they've only announced Minato, but nobody else that's coming with him. So there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors, and I think the first person I called out, if it was the Jonin Minato, was going to be Rin. Now, it is going to be the Hokage Minato. That doesn't take away from the fact that she has the closest ties to the previous banner with Obito and Kakashi. So the first person we're going to talk about, guys, is we're going to talk about Rin and how she fits into this scheme. Now, the first thing about Rin, you guys may know, is she is part of the trio that with Kakashi and Obito that Minato actually trained. Now, she's a really highly skilled Chunin who has ability to do amazing healing using just basic skills. She even actually ended up putting Obito's Sharingan inside Kakashi's eye that was damaged, and with just basic tools. So having her in the game would be kind of cool because we need better healers in the game right now. But I think Blossom and Tsunade are probably the best 2 healers we have. So it'd be nice to have a different kind of healer, and also just to be able to add a 3-man tribe into Obito and Kakashi's repertoire, making them more viable in the tribe section. Okay, so I think Rin is a great fit in for the next character to come out. Now, if it's not Rin, the other character a lot of people are talking about, and it's very possible because of what the version that Minato is, right, would be his wife, Naruto's mother, Kushina. Now, if you guys don't know, the Uzumaki clan is one of the more powerful clans ever in the Naruto universe. The Senju even decided to call truce with them because they knew their abilities were uncanny, especially when it came down to sealing. So Kushina is definitely somebody that I could see coming into the front with Minato as the SR. Now, I really hope she isn't an SR because she deserves to be a UR. She's an OP character in the anime, and she sacrificed a lot. Like, Minato is nothing without Kushina. Keep that in mind. Like, the sealing jutsus that he learned, that he was able to use, was all trained because of her. Like, the Uzumaki clan is the most powerful of the clans to use sealing jutsus. Like, the Nine Tails would have still been alive, probably would have destroyed everything if it wasn't for her, the sacrifice she made, and also the fact that she taught him everything he knows in terms of sealing jutsus. Now, we all know that we don't know that she's Naruto's mother or who she even is until later in the Shippuden saga. We also, there's inklings of Minato and her being married, and also there's conversations about Minato and her, but they never really show it till later on in the anime. Now, one thing we do know about her, she's extremely sweet, but she also has that crazy that crazy side to her too, where if you anger her, you don't want to see it. Like, she becomes extremely powerful, and there's a couple clips here that show that in the anime there's a sweet part of it, and then here's obviously the pissed off version of her, which honestly scares the crap out of everybody. And I mean, here's the first time she's meeting Naruto as a grown-up, and the first thing she does is bonk him in the head, but that doesn't mean she's not a loving person. So I think Kushina would be a great addition to this game, and she could bring something that this game is lacking currently, and that's more silence ability. So silence would be a great way to seal jutsus and stuff. And I mean, like I said, there's no Minato without Kushina, so she would be a really cool crowd control character with I think like a T abilities to also do damaging nukes. But her AoE silence, if they ever introduce that, would be so OP, guys. If you don't know what silence does, it stops people from casting jutsus and tribes. And if she brings an AoE version, that'd be incredible, because right now only Orochimaru has a single one. Now, the last person here that may come out is the Masked Man. Now, this has been rumored as well too by a lot of people. A lot of people predict it may be him. The reason why I think this is a possibility, and I think a lot of other people, like Classy, for example, thinks it's him. First off, the jutsu that Minato brings into the game is the Flying Raijin 2, which he does actually in this fight against the Masked Man. And if a lot of you don't know, spoiler alert, it's been too long, I'm going to tell you anyways, the Masked Man is Obito. So it'd be kind of crazy to have the kid version and then the adult version come out in the same back-to-back banners, right? Now, this character definitely can be an SR version, because this is not going to be the strongest Obito we see in terms of his adult form. So this is a viable SR, as is Rin. Kushina, I think, is too much of a UR for me to accept her being the next one up. Now, this would be a cool character because you already have Kamui in here, and we know that he has Kamui powers because the Sharingan obviously comes from him that Kakashi owns. So this would be an awesome character to introduce. You can make him another T character who has the opposite effect of what Kamui has. Instead of doing buffs, he might do debuffs, for example, right? So the counterpart to Kamui Kakashi would be the masked man. So that'd be a kind of a cool concept, okay? Now, any of these three are extremely viable. Like, they can come out and everybody would be happy, I think, with these three here. I know everyone's waiting for Hashirama and Madara, but with right now the topic is Minato, and we're going to talk about the three here. Now, the other thing that I hope they do bring out, guys, is the F2P event for Naruto UR. A lot of free-to-play players don't even know what he is or have him because it wasn't around back in the day, and a lot of veteran players don't have his limit break too because we didn't know what limit breaks were when he was introduced. So it'd be kind of cool to reintroduce him. I'm going to quickly show you guys the tribes here from the two of them. So here is Naruto and Minato doing their tribe, the father and son. So can you imagine you having to use the SR version of Naruto? You have a power creep character in Minato and then an SR version in Naruto. That would kind of suck because if Naruto was the most basic character we brought out, so it'd be kind of nice to see the two-man tribe use the UR version and give people the opportunity to get him. Now the three-man tribe also introduces Jiraiya and Naruto. So we know Jiraiya is obviously a UR, so that's great. So we have UR and UR. Now if this is going to be the first three-man UR tribe in the game, guys, because the veterans who have Naruto UR can actually use that version and make it more powerful. So I'm going to actually show you guys, especially the new players, what Naruto UR kind of looks like. Okay, so here is his artwork. Okay, so the artwork is here. When this came out, this is actually one of the better artworks that were released. The character is actually exact carbon copy of the original Naruto, just so you guys know. But stats-wise, he is incredible. So you see mine's level 79, 7 stars. Most of the whales and dolphins got him to 7 stars. The tribe special, Naruto has the most probably tribe specials in the game. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 2-mans. 1, 2, 3. 4. There's 3. So 3 2-man, 3 3-man tribes. He's gonna add another one with Minato and Jiraiya, and another 2-man tribe with Minato. So it'd be nice not to have to use the SR version and be able to use the UR version, especially for new players. So I really do think, guys, there's a possibility. You can see stats here; they're really good. That a F2P relaunch of this will actually happen. This will be the first relaunch ever. And there you go. See, I'm missing the fragments there because, again, there's no way to get them and nobody knew about LB2s back in the day. So it'd be nice to kind of get that and focus on that. Plus, I do want to point out there's another really important aspect to this. When this came out, just like the SR Heavy one, you were able to actually get yourself Awakening Orbs and the Scrolls and Talismans to awaken as well too. Now, in that event, there was the Naruto with Guts, and you can also actually give it to another character who's also going to be part of this tribe, and that is Jiraiya. So Jiraiya can actually use the exact same Awakening Scrolls and Talismans to boost himself up. So to me, that says Minato is also going to have the Guts, Fate, and Talisman. So Scroll and Talisman, sorry. So I think by reintroducing that event, you're going to be able to give people a lot of incentive to actually jump on here, buy Shinobi, use the Shinobi coins to refresh stamina, get bento boxes, and max out the Scroll and Talismans for Minato. So that's my guess, guys. I think this is going to happen. I hope they reintroduce the Naruto UR. This will be the first event they bring back, which is a free-to-play. So those are my guesses, guys. Take a look in the comment section, see what everybody has to talk about. Please leave your own comments and suggestions as well too. But those are my 4. I think Kushina, Rin, Masked Man as the release, and the F2P Naruto as a brand new event or relaunch event to ever happen in Tribes. I'm super excited, guys. I can't wait for this. Talk to you guys soon.